morning. Good morning. Hope everybody's having a good morning. We're going to take back off reading where we stopped yesterday at. And I'm going to reread. I'm going to reread the first part of it. Just the last part, yesterday, we're going to reread it. It all goes together and it needs to stay together. Mike's life defining statement. Life. A life that daily surrendered to Christ, manifested through an obedient response to the gospel and teaching of Christ. Now, every area of my life will be under the direct influence of Christ. I want His name, Jesus, to follow any mention of my name, behavior, and actions to daily partake of God's holy word through reading, prayer, meditation, and listening, and make up my mind each day to serve Christ. The next part is called wife. To lead my wife as the spiritual, emotional, and physical leader of her home. Now, my wife will always know my truest and fullest support in all she does and believes. To always have eyes, heart, and desire only for my wife, and to never place my wife in a position of insecurity or inferiority to anything or anyone else. That my love for Judy will always glorify Christ and lead my wife to be more like Christ and stronger in every sense in which she seeks my help and aid for strength to constantly work toward placing her every need before mine, her emotions, interests, dreams, and hopes. Every day is an opportunity to love her, cherish her, enjoy her, and give God thanks for her. To never waste this opportunity. Never. The next is family. Not my kids, grandkids, and family will know that I love Jesus Christ. To see me as honest, trustworthy, patient, and kind, and that they will see Christ as the driving influence in my life decisions, choices, opinions, and health. They will know me as a go-to reference for help, wisdom, encouragement, and godly counsel. When I do not know answers, I will help seek answers. Now I will always make myself available when I am needed and or to the best of my ability at the time. Now patience and Christ likeness will be the prevailing personality in my life, and they seek guidance to love my family with each opportunity God provides. Knowing always that my family is a gift to me from God. In conclusion, I will be generous with my family and others as the Lord provides, knowing all that I have is granted unto me for stewardship, not ownership. Upon the first read through, this statement certainly sounds impressive, but I am imperfect, and holding to these standards is something I have to aim for each day. I keep this statement posted on the wall in my office. It is a great daily reminder, especially on days when I am working on getting back into my coffin. More on this in a bit. Just now, I asked Judy how I was doing with these goals. She smiled and said, "Remember, we operate under grace." Then gave me a kiss and walked off. We'll say it's a work in progress. Priority. Recently, my friend Dwight shared with me that the word priority was originally created to be a singular word. There could only be one priority. Priorities in the plural become popular in the 1950s as men tried to juggle life, passion, and toys. So it's not so much that I had a wrong list of priorities as it is that I had no singular priority in my life. If you place your wife, kids, job, or any passion at number one and bump God down to number two, your top 10 list will eventually look like the numbered balls on the Friday night lotto drawing. Who knows what number will come up first? I know it's hard, especially in relationship, but the hard truth is that your wife cannot be number one with God number two. Or eventually your wife will end up at number seven and God will be out of the top 10 altogether. I have tried. Millions of men have tried. And maybe even someone you know has tried. You know, I'm going to say who said I even tried. I have tried. It doesn't work. Be honest with yourself. Look around, and the evidence will be overwhelming. Most of us know a guy who is not happy at home. It's possible he tried to keep his wife at number one, but Satan took over the order of priorities. I thought my whole life defining statement was okay. It's funny how our own autobiographies without Christ sugarcoat everything. Every unwritten autobiography is a bestseller. Self-inspection is difficulty and rare. We might do an okay job with our clothes before a dinner date, but we're less inclined to examine our own attitudes and hearts with critical eyes. I have learned that I cannot look at self without Christ. My eyes always see self as if I'm looking into a mirror. There's nothing wrong with a mirror if you use it in the way it's meant to be. Use it to show a picture of the outside. And though how we look on the outside make us feel better, it still does not reveal our heart, emotions, and feelings. I often tell the men at the Union Mission in Orlando that if I look through the window at other people, I never look too bad. But when I get in front of the mirror, the view changes. Yet mirrors only provide a glimpse of what makes a person. In his poem argues of innocence, poet William Blake wrote, "This life dim window of the soul distorts the heavens from the pole to pole and leads you to believe a lie. When you see with not through the eye, my eyes too often are solely connected to my feelings and not my conscience. Christ sees through us as if we are a window. We need his eyes for inspection. We need to see self through heaven's lens. Now approach everything in my life from the perspective is how I approach my opinions, especially the political ones. It is through heaven's eyes that we are to view policy, people, and platforms. What does God see? Let me see how long this next one is. Oh, it's long. I think we'll start it tomorrow. Or be Monday. I don't do Saturdays, Sundays. We'll do pinball then. But you know, I have been one of them guys who have tried to put everything before God. I've been one of them guys that tried to put God first. But we all fail. We all fail. And we're going to always fail because we're human. We need God. We need Him in our lives so we can make sense of it. I mean, some people don't want to tell you they failed. But I'll look at you and tell you I have failed many times. I have even gone astray and come back. If any man has not went astray and come back, if any man has one thing I say, if they've been perfect ever since, I'm proud of them. I'm glad they can do it. But I'm a real human. I have faults. I have fails. But no matter what kind of fault or failure I have, I love God. And I try to serve God. But we have to do more than try. We have to get in His book daily. So, y'all have a great day. God loves you. I know some days are shorter, some days are longer. I'm not the best reader in the world, but I love this book so far. Y'all have a great day. God bless you. Let me find this outro. See you.